For my birthday, Blair bought me a jackfruit. I've always been wanting to try one of these, but they're pretty expensive because they are huge. This jackfruit is a fourth of the size of the whole actual fruit, and it is 8 pounds, $20. So we were pretty lucky to find it, but we didn't. I'll show you up close. You can see it's still wrapped up. You can see the prickly spine. And then on the inside, you've got all the pods. And I haven't told Blair anything about this fruit, and I thought I would tell him and you at the same time.
Cool.
So, jackfruit is found in the tropical areas. You're gonna find it in India, in Sri Lanka, those kind of places. It is the largest tree-borne fruit. The fruit is 10 pounds to 100 pounds. So
yeah,
think about,
they get pretty big. They're about double this size.
well, now think about that. So in Florida, they remove all the coconuts because if the coconut falls, it can hurt somebody. Imagine a 100-pound fruit falling from the sky.
Yeah, I have to see how tall the plant is.
The trees get up to about 50 feet high, and they say it's important that they're tall. That way, that cuts the blow when they fall. But so this fruit is actually a very versatile fruit. And we didn't research at all before we bought it. We were just happy to find that they actually sliced one up. We almost bought one that was 23 pounds and it was going to be $45, which is a lot considering we don't know what to do with it. But
or if it's good.
Or if it's good. So we didn't do any research, and it turns out that jackfruit has several different stages that when it's a young jackfruit, it has kind of a meaty flavor, and they use it to make a lot of stir fries and curries, or they add curry to it and eat it kind of like a meat. When it's more ripe, it's going to taste like a mixture of apple, pineapple, mango, and banana. Tell me that doesn't sound delicious.
Sounds good.
They say the outside of it has a weird smell, kind of like onion. Can you smell it now that it's all sliced up?
No, I don't smell it.
And they
it might
said
be just older.
If it's older, it's going to smell sweeter.
Maybe the young
It smells
ones.
a little. And they say the minute you open it, you smell the lovely fruit smell. But
Maybe
so
when it's whole, it smells good.
So here's the weird thing. The shell of it has latex. It leaks latex. And they say before you cut it, you should do coconut oil on your hands, on your knife, and on your cutting board. Otherwise, you're going to have the worst time trying to clean it.
Oh, it gets all over your knife?
Yeah, the rind leaks all over your knife, and the latex doesn't wash off with soap. You want to lift this up so I can get the cutting board? So I used a giant cutting board because I didn't want it to get onto our countertop.
So you're going to lube up the countertop?
And as I said, we didn't do any research, and I don't have coconut oil in the house, so we are going to use olive oil and hope for the best. Go ahead and put it down. So my hands feel really gross now. And these, yeah, really gross. These pods are edible. We may not even need a knife. I may have just looped it for no reason. These pods are edible.
No.
And
like
this part is not edible.
Oh, the strings?
That part we're removing. I guess it's edible, but they said it's more fibrous. You don't really want that.
Okay, yeah, this is kind of a real stringy, and it's like pieces of string. So like there's a string, that's weird.
So you cut a pod, you pull a pod out, you pop it open, and it has a seed inside of it. You're not watching.
There's a seed.
There's a seed. And the seed is edible as well. You can roast them, and they say you can roast them or boil them. They say they kind of taste like chestnuts.
It's weird.
But part of where it would have been helpful to look online before we bought this was that jackfruits from different countries taste different. Some are sweeter, some are softer, some are more ripe. Hello. Some are more ripe. We don't know what we got. We just went to the international market, saw a jackfruit, thought that looks good.
In Kansas City, Kansas.
Kansas City, Kansas. We didn't have a lot of options, At one store there was only one jackfruit, it was giant. And at another store there were 3 jackfruits we could buy or 1 chopped up piece.
So it's the outside little poddy things that
You want to give it a try?
you eat.
And you see what they're saying about apple? Because it's got that crunch of an apple and a very mild mango banana taste.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't taste like anything specifically, but
Pulling out that middle, it just looks weird.
it's not bad.
Yeah. In India, they turn it into a pulp. They blend it up. They throw it on a placemat, stick it in the sun, and let it dry out so it's a fruit chew. But so this center part, this is not edible. That center part would go away. But you just start pulling out the.
I think you could slice this beginning and end and get it in between.
I'm gonna pull out some pods. They said that there can be between 100, you want to pull the seed out? Between 100 and 500 pods, depending on how big of a jackfruit you bought. So if we have a fourth of one, then that means we've got at least 25 of these. They said it's good in vitamin C, that there's a lot of health properties that are good for you with it. Really an underutilized fruit. They're huge, they're delicious.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm going to go ahead and clean this out, and we're going to fast forward so you can see the process of exactly what happened.
There's a thicker texture than I'm used to with the fruit.
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that. But not bad.
A little bit chewy. It's almost like a real thick gummy, almost like a gummy bear, but it's not.
Oh, we had one more thing too. You want to try the chips we bought?
Sure.
We bought some jackfruit chips because they dry them, turn them into chips, and what's the easiest way to do that than just buy them? Boy,
Yep.
this is hard to get into.
Jackfruit chips.
Oh, I got a knife over here. Salad root.
Scissors. All right, so those are pretty close. I mean,
Oh yeah, they look the same. Can I try one? They say they freeze dry them, they dry them. These are freeze dried.
yeah, they're pretty much the same thing.
You know, they taste
Should
like
be the
dried
same thing.
plantains.
Those are good as well.
Well, thanks for watching. Stick around if you want to see the full process of it being cleaned out.
Yeah, thanks.
So there you have it, 10 pounds of jackfruit. A few of the seeds got thrown away, but this is all the fruit that came out of that jackfruit. And some of the nuts, which we don't want to get the latex onto the countertop, but that's what we've got. We'll probably freeze some of it because it's a lot of fruit to eat all in one sitting. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.